Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with the miserable liberal Steph and Ron Placone, and they are both wearing Jimmy Dore Show apparel. Isn't that nice?
Right?
Nice.
Where did you? You must know a guy too.
Wow.
Huh? Look at us.
Steph,
Aren't we a pair?
Steph, move the microphone out of the way so people can see. Look how nice. All right, so you can get those right below. You can get those right below. Go to our store at Spreadshirt. Right below, click, and you can get T-shirts and mugs and what have you. It's a great way to help support the show because they're demonetizing our videos like crazy. Right now, we're talking about Christopher Columbus Day because there's a big change in Los Angeles that's going to happen for Christopher Columbus Day. But let's remind you about Christopher Columbus Day with one of my favorite comedians, Judah Friedlander? No. It's not Friedlander. It's Judah Friedlander. And he's going to explain it to us in a funny way all about Columbus Day and how we have the wrong idea about it.
We have Christopher Columbus Day. Have you heard of him? It's about Christopher Columbus. He's the guy who discovered America, even though there was already 1 million people living here for thousands of years. And he called them Indians because he thought he landed in India, but he fucked up and landed in America. But they just kept calling them Indians, and then they pretty much slaughtered all the Indians. And we have a holiday celebrating that guy. It's kind of weird. How should we really celebrate Christopher Columbus Day? Here's a thought. You know when you're up in a big building on a high floor, and you're going back down to the lobby, but the elevator's crowded, and someone else has pressed floor 3, but you weren't paying attention. So when the elevator stops on floor 3, you get off because you think it's the lobby. And instead of realizing that, and then walking back into the elevator, and admitting that you're a moron, being like, hey guys, sorry, I'm a fucking idiot, I wasn't paying attention, I thought it was the lobby. No, you don't admit it. You just stay on floor 3. And you pretend it's the lobby. And then you murder everyone on floor 3. That's how we should celebrate Christopher Columbus Day. Just a thought, just a thought.
So that's Judah Friedlander. He's a world champ and friend of the show. Now, why do I play that for you today? Well, because of this was in the L.A. news today. L.A. votes to replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hooray. How about that? Hooray. The city council has voted to replace Columbus Day with the Indigenous People Day as an official Los Angeles holiday. Council members voted 14-1. Who's that one guy?
The one guy is, he's an Italian guy.
Oh, yeah, nice Italian, Ron?
Yeah.
Are you proud of
yeah.
your countrymen, Ron?
I'm proud of the ones that didn't cast that vote.
Okay.
I'm proud of the ones.
Oh, because he's Italian, so he didn't want to screw over Christopher Columbus.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. So he was only...
We talk about him later.
Oh, we're going to talk about him.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him.
So it will be a paid holiday for city employees. That's nice. Councilman Mitch O'Farrell, a member of the Wyandot Nation tribe, pushed for the switch.
Good job, Mitch. Awesome.
Good for you, Mitch. Councilman Joe Busciano was the lone no vote on Wednesday. Oh.
Not cool, Joe.
Not cool.
Not cool, Joe.
So he sided with the Italian Americans who view Columbus Day as a celebration of their national heritage, and they do.
I don't know which ones he's referring to, though. He's not referring to this one.
No?
I don't know the Italian Americans. I don't know who they are.
Italian
I don't know where
Americans-
they meet. I don't know.
So
I don't
they
know.
Sometimes people think I am Italian, but I'm not. So I definitely do not celebrate
No.
Columbus Day.
You're not Italian, but people think you are. My mother does. Steph, you're Italian, right? So, true stories. These are true stories. And I was like, no, Sean, she's Mexican. No, she's Italian. That's what they say. I'm not kidding. So, I grew up in a lot of Italians in my neighborhood, and the Italians in my neighborhood were really into being Italian. And just in general, a lot of Italians are into being Italian. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm biased where I grew up. They were really into it. They all wanted to be like Frank Sinatra or The Godfather, or you know what I mean. They were enamored with the mafia, right? The Italians I grew up with.
Sure, yeah. I mean, You can be proud of being Italian and not celebrate all the people. You don't hear many Italians like, "Hey, shut up! Mussolini was Italian. He was a good guy." No one says that. So
Mussolini Day.
Yeah, like no one says that. So why is like Columbus different? It's the same thing.
Okay, so
Both
all right,
awful.
so you're saying that Italians don't view Columbus Day as a celebration of their national heritage.
No,
okay.
some do, and they're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and I agree with you. Here you actually went at that guy. You tweeted at him. I'm an Italian American and an LA resident too. You are wrong. Columbus Day, you don't speak for us. Your vote's embarrassing.
Damn right. It's an embarrassing vote.
Ron.
He's gotten some likes and retweets, but he has not tweeted me back as of now.
Oh, Ron.
You're on it.
Look at you, huh? They're going to have a day off. When I was a kid in Chicago, and Southwest Side, very tough neighborhood. When tough, we mean they weren't rich, and everyone beat the shit out of each other. So that's what they mean about tough neighborhood. And they used to call tank tops, that were T-shirts, they call them wife beaters now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a kid, they used to call them, do you know what they used to call them?
What did they used to call them? I don't know, actually.
Dago tees.
Really?
In my neighborhood, I don't know if this was probably not universal, but in my neighborhood, if you were wearing them, and people just referred to it like without in their heart slander, or they didn't think it was they was like, oh, you got a Dago tee? Hey, I got to go to the store and get a Dago tee or whatever. Oh, look at the guy. There's 3 guys over there. One in the Dago tee. Get it. It was just one of those things. But Ron, don't you as an Italian want to hang on to some of your heritage of lost travelers renaming? I don't know. So no, you don't feel anything as an Italian American?
To Christopher, absolutely not. No, I mean, I celebrate all of our victories in contemporary American politics. We have such winners as Rudy Giuliani, Rick Santorum. We're knocking it out of the park.
No.
No, Italian Americans have done a lot of great things, and being Italian American has nothing to do with Christopher Columbus, and I'm so glad that I'm proud. I'm proud to say that it's no longer a thing in the city I live in.
Well, if they ever revoke Liam Neeson Day, I'll be upset. He's Irish, right? Hey, everybody, we have 2 live Jimmy Dore shows in September. September 25th, we're in San Diego, and September 18th in Burbank, California. Get your tickets right there. There's a link right there.